Hi, it's Beth Goudy with Metropolitan Community Church of the Lehigh Valley. We are in the church's chapel today, and I'm here talking with Katie Noll. And Katie, tell us a little bit about what brought you to MCCLV.
Well, I came to MCCLV to have a training with the Silent Peacekeepers Alliance. I didn't really know much about the church. I was just here for this training session. And I came, and a lot of people from the church were at the session, and everyone was really friendly and nice, and it just seemed like a really great and welcoming place. And I took a brochure on my way out, and I thought, I'm going to go back, because I have been church hopping for a while, and I found a lot of great churches, but nothing that really felt like I fit at. So I, tucked it up in my bookshelf over my desk at my home office, and kept thinking, I'm gonna go. And then finally, I was sitting there one day and the brochure fell out from my bookshelf right in front of me. I thought, maybe someone else wants me to go to MCC as well. And I still didn't go right away. So that just goes to prove to you that, even when God is calling us, we can be really stubborn about things. But it really wasn't too bad. So about a month later, it was Easter. I really wanted to go to church services. And I said to my husband, can we check out this church? And he said, and he's not a churchgoer. And he's like, okay. So he came with me. And we came in, and it was amazing. I mean, first of all, just the music as we were walking in, it was like, I remember actually getting like tingles. Like I felt like this is the place, like really instantly before we even walked through the doors. And we came in and there was just such joy and happiness, but it was an Easter service. So I was really like, well, Easter services usually are the most joyous of the year. And I remember leaving and saying, wow, is it always like this? And I'm pretty sure it was Brian, your music director, who said, yep, it's always like this. And boy, we came back and he was right. Definitely. Yeah.
So that would be the next question is, what brought you back again to MCCLV? Why come again? Why worship again at MCCLV? We can have great worship experiences in different places. And what is it about MCCLV that got you thinking, well, this is a place I want to keep worshiping at?
Yes. I would say to that, I instantly felt comfortable and safe. And growing up in a church environment that was maybe a little scary sometimes, I think a lot of us had that. Church always didn't feel like a safe place. And as I've gotten older and I've kind of developed more of a relationship with this really all-loving God, to come into a church that seemed to, embody it and embrace it so wholly, like I instantly felt relaxed. So that was the big thing that kept me coming back. The surprise in this story is that my husband kept coming back. And he is not really a churchgoer. He had no interest. He came with me on that Easter service just to come with me. And I always said to him, don't come just because you feel like you have to with me. But secretly I wanted and prayed that he would want to come to church, and he loves it here. So we come together. And I never thought I would have that in my life with, in my marriage. So it's just been a true blessing.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And Katie, could you speak at all to how you live out being a heterosexual ally, not just at the church, but also kind of out and about in the world, but certainly also at the church? Because one of the unique things about MCCLV is that you're worshiping with a lot of LGBT people.
Right. Yes, it's true.
There are A's,
yes.
There are
yes.
heterosexual allies, but there's also a lot of LGBTs.
Right.
So could you speak to what's the role of a heterosexual ally in a church or in work or
right?
Or out in the world?
guess. Honestly, I don't think I think about it too much. Honestly, I don't really think about it too much. The only thing I think about it is when I come to this church and Gary and I come as a married heterosexual couple, that we could pretty much go into any church together and nobody is going to say anything or question us. I know a lot of the other people here don't have that option. This is really their only safe place to worship together as a couple. You know, and I think just to be there and just worship together is maybe the most powerful thing you can do. You know, it's just we're all here, we're all humans together with feeling the love of God. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that, you know?
That's really insightful. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you for recognizing that. Thank you. And so you've spoken to this a little bit already in what you've said, but share with us about the God that you've met at MCCLV.
Yeah.
Share a little bit about the God you've experienced here. What are some images or words you would use for God? You used all loving, I heard earlier. Talk about that a little bit.
I mean, I think we hear a lot about a loving God in religion, in life, growing up. But, you know, we also hear about the angry God. He is not here, that angry God. It is, when I say all loving, it's such unconditional love from the moment you walk in. And it's just, I really, it's more love than we can't even comprehend it. Like, it's just way beyond we think we know unconditional love. We have a kind of an idea what it is, but I think when we come here, we can really tap into it. You can really feel this bottomless, never-ending supply of love that God has for us, everybody in the room, and everybody seems to be plugged into that. I mean, there's always this great energy in the room. So I would just, yes, the most loving, beautiful, kind God is at MCC. That's what I'd say.
Have you ever done like the Myers-Briggs and the introvert, extrovert?
Yes.
And receiving energy, extroverts receive their energy from being with people.
Yes.
And there is something so important about coming together communally to worship.
Yes.
To worship God. We can't worship alone.
No, we can't worship alone. No, it's true. And I tried that for a few years, and I did, and it worked good. That's, I think, how God and I got back together again, because I spent a lot of quiet time, silent retreats, prayer, meditation, but the piece that was missing for me was the community piece. And I can't believe this church was here in my own backyard this whole time, and I didn't even know. And, you know, I guess when I was ready, it was waiting. The pamphlet was waiting to fall in front of me and give me a nudge to come, but I'm just so happy I came here. I really am.
Well, we're so happy you came here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Katie, Noll. And thank you all for viewing this video. We sure would love to see you at Metropolitan Community Church of the Lehigh Valley. We worship at 10:30. That's during the summer season. We're at 11:30 a.m. September through May. See you soon. Take care.